Good afternoon. Steve Schroeder here with Smart Community Technologies. We're going to go pretty quick right here. I got about 7 or 8 slides, but I need to explain something really important. So try to take about 15 minutes. I'm not sure how long it's going to take because there's some key points I do have to kind of cover, but we're going to cover them really quick. So first of all, we're going to guarantee $50,000 in prepaid revenue in 50 days. Now, more than likely, this is going to be closer to $200,000, but that's why we guarantee $50,000 because we are going to use tools which have rarely, if ever, been used by small business in the past. And even if they were used, they've never been done with the concept I'm about to illustrate. And we're going to kind of go over this because it's so important for small business to understand all of these benefits, how to protect against discounting, how to drive increased spending, how to have frequency occur greater frequency by the customers, greater spending by the customers, everything. We're going to cover that, so hang in there, and we will go over all these different things. So if these things pop in, just forget about that. So here's what we're going to do. The reason we can do this is we're going to focus on 4 different technologies, and I'm going to try to go quick here so you get the concept, and then I can walk you through each one of these technologies separately with a custom solution for your business. And we're going to use one kind of key strategy with a couple in the background. Okay, so we're going to talk about a special email dashboard, which I'm going to show you. An email designed not like Constant Contact or MailChimp, okay, where you have to put your database inside of them and then communicate with your database, because if you try to use email to acquire new customers, you will be shut down as a spammer. We have a special technologies that only the big boys, normally was a $50,000 minimum up to a $150,000 minimum. These companies spent millions of dollars on this solution, and it's better than even the biggest companies have, now available to small business and guaranteed to bring in 50 times the revenue, or you don't pay anything. So we're going to use that. I'm going to show it to you. We have a custom texting solution, which I can give you separately, a different video and a quick demo, but I'll illustrate it quickly. We're going to use a data mapping software that I'm going to explain that also has its own video and demo. And then we're going to use custom vacation incentives that customers receive just by giving your business money in advance. This is also going to enhance the deposits. And then we're going to combine that with a custom strategy with a membership and a prepaid, and I have that in a video and a quick demo. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go real quick. So our special email dashboard strategy uses predictive analytics and a database analysis. Now, don't get too scared by these terms. Here's what predictive analytics means. Now, remember, without a database, we can take the best guess, or we can target any desired customer within a geofence. In other words, I'm going to illustrate to you, like, let's say your business was in West Palm Beach or Weston, Florida, which we're utilizing for Western Florida. I can draw a geofence of a 5-mile radius, 10-mile radius, and then we can kind of pick people out. Like maybe they make $100,000 per year or more. Maybe their credit score is 700 above. Maybe they have 2 kids in the household. Maybe they've been there for 5 years. Maybe they really like healthy activities for the family. And maybe they're our ideal age range. Now, without a database, this is a pretty good target, isn't it? Wouldn't your business love to communicate with only those people who make $100,000 a year or more, that have really good credit, that have kids, that have lived there for a long time? They love the kind of thing that your business does, and they're the ideal age to communicate with. Now, wouldn't you love to just cherry pick those people out of all of the neighborhood and communicate only with those people rather than with people who don't fit that ideal demographic? That's all predictive analytics is. Now we have that ability. Now you can see why businesses had to spend $50,000 to $100,000 minimum, because this is big boy stuff. Even the large businesses can't do what I'm going to show you here. Now I can go ahead and do it for them, but they pay a lot more money. And Smart Community Technologies is designed for small business power, and now we can do things that even the big boys can't do. So that's one thing we're going to talk about. And since I can go with this strategy and communicate with these people, that's why we can guarantee $50,000 in 50 days. Now, the strategy we're going to use with the technologies before I illustrate the technologies is a prepaid membership strategy. Now, when I get done with this in 5 or 6 minutes, you're going to wonder why everybody doesn't use this. And I've wondered that for years myself. I'm going to show you some things that are just absolutely remarkable. Very easy, very simple. You don't have to do anything. This can all be done inside of your POS. This can be done automated. We can use simple gift cards. I'm going to illustrate all that, but I want to go over the strategy real quick, and then I'll start illustrating the technologies used to deliver the strategy. Now, the membership strategy prepaid is this. We simply use money that people give you in advance as becoming the member into that class. Okay, so let me repeat that. In other words, the way somebody becomes a silver member or a gecko member or whatever the name of the business might be, if it's a bowling center like Indian Lanes, like L&J Lanes, whatever it may be, rather than a silver member, we might have it be a gecko member or LJ Lanes member. And then we're going to have 2 memberships on top of that, which are going to be gold and platinum. So don't get carried away about the name, but the lowest level, we'll illustrate with silver here, is when somebody puts $25 or $50 on a gift card. That's how they become a member. And we're going to illustrate a few things, but by them giving you money, and this gift card, the problem with gift cards is that first word gift, because a gift card is mainly designed to be used for the customer for themselves, not to be used as a gift. So what we want people to do is walk up to your desk or to your business and hand you $25 or $50, and then in return, they get a $5 or $10 bonus. If we do $25 because you have a low ticket or very inexpensive kind of stuff in your business, maybe a restaurant, then we do $25. If it's more like, let's say, a bowling center or an amusement park where $50 could be spent pretty easy, and either way, I mean, even in a restaurant, $50 is not much, right? But it doesn't have to be 50, it could be 25. We'll customize everything, so don't worry about the amounts. But if they give you $50, they get a $10 bonus. If they give you $25, it's a $5 bonus. But we'll probably use either one. We could do both, but we'll probably use one. In addition to that, so you hand them a card, they give you $50 and you hand them $60 back. That's an instant 20% return on their money. So why would anybody leave money in a bank account when they could just get a 20% interest right off the bat? And I'll explain why we do this as we go. So not only do they get the instant 20% bonus right away, they don't have to wait to spend money. They don't have to figure out complicated points or stars or miles. Capital One and all of these, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, they all make billions of dollars on this strategy. This is far superior to Starbucks, far superior to Chick-fil-A or Capital One or any of these companies making this kind of money. So they get a real bonus immediately, don't have to wait to spend it on things, and they get a 10% automated prepaid bonus anytime in the future for any amount. So in other words, once they are a silver member, if they want to put $20 back on the card or $20 back on their account, because we can do this with or without cards, hang on for that later, but the 10% prepaid bonus stays with them for life. So if they go $20 first, they get $22. Okay, and by the way, this becomes your theoretical discount. No more discounts. It's all going to be based on when people give you money in advance. See, you don't mind giving people a $2 or $3 reward rather than a $2 or $3 discount. Matter of fact, the math on that, which we'll go over later, is you'll wonder why you hadn't used this before in the past. But this is what they get. This is 10% for life, any amount. So they don't have to put the $50 back again. They can just go with 20 or 5 or 10. Whatever they do, it automates it. And this is all tied to your POS. Employees can't steal it. You don't have to remember it. It's automated. So just go with the strategy for now. We'll go over the details later when I talk to you specifically about your business strategy as we go. Now, in addition, they get 5 entries to win prizes, which are awarded every week. We could do this every day. I could have a daily drawing, and I provide all of the prizes. These are really cool prizes, which I'll share with you after we get through this PowerPoint. And these prizes are going to be like vacations and cruises and gift cards from other vendors. We have another strategy which doesn't cost you anything. We have $10,000 in cash given away. They're going to get 5 gameplays for that. Everything's integrated with the POS, so we don't need to have cards. I'm going to show you that later. They just text into the business to be entered, and everything's automated. And we have drawings automatically. We could this business.win means your business. So this would be gecko.win or indian.win or ljlanes.win. Whatever we want to do, they'll text in to be entered automatically every day, and we have an automatic built-in kind of mechanism where they can't enter more than once. Automatically tracks the mobile device. So all your communication is going to be automated. There's just a ton of benefits we're going to talk about in part 2 of this video. I just want to show you the strategy right now so you understand how the technologies used to deliver this strategy allow us to guarantee such a large amount of money so quickly. And the guarantee, as I mentioned, is probably a fraction of what you'll actually get. Probably be closer to 200,000, especially if you're in a highly populated area. Now, if you're in an area where there's only 3,000 people total, we can still probably get to 50,000, but obviously that affects it a little bit. So keep that in mind. So very easy, everything's integrated. They get these entries to win prizes that we pay for. They get these gameplays to win money that we pay for. They win bonus prizes and entries, which could be determined. We'll provide all of that, and they get not only bonus entries, but bonus gameplays. These are 2 different contests, and then we give all of these bonuses so that they're not tempted to keep losing their card and then asking for a reload, because the initial benefit, as you see, is a little bit better. Let's get rid of that. It's a little bit better than what they get when they preload it. So this stops everybody from always ordering a new card. But even if they do that, or are wanting a new account all the time, and if you eliminate cards, you never have to worry about this. So don't worry about. So this is the strategy. This will stop that from happening, and we can talk about that. So that's the silver, the lowest membership. Now we're going to go to a gold membership, which is $100. Now people will walk up to your desk, hand you $100. They get the option to maybe split this. Maybe they get two $50 cards. They get $20 in rewards, which they keep on their own. So for $100, they get two $50 cards. One they can give to their friend, one they keep for themselves. The $20 in rewards goes to them alone, or they can split that 10 and 10 if they want to. So now, but more than likely, people love to buy these things for people and load up on the rewards themselves. On a restaurant that I did this with, they pulled in $100,000 over the weekend with this strategy. So, and it was all done in person. Now I can do it remotely, as I'm about to share with you. But normally the customer keeps the reward, so he gets a $70 to use at your business, plus a $50 reward that he can hand to somebody else. And he gets 15% bonus for life. That's 5% higher than the silver membership, right? So 15% anytime he adds money back into your business. You get the money in advance, and he gets a 15% reward, which is nothing more than money that can only be spent at your business at full price. One of the key things we're going to talk about is how this eliminates discounting. He also gets 10 entries. That's 5 more than the silver membership. He gets 10 entries for every $10 that he spends at the business, automatically for prizes that are paid for by us. This is only a gold feature. The silver guys didn't get this. So every time the person spends $10, he gets more chances to win stuff that we pay for your business. So this encourages him to at least be a gold member, because he not only gets a higher reward, higher prepaid percentage added to the amount for life, but he gets entries for every $10 he spends. Plus, he gets 25 gameplays, right? Not just 5 is with the silver. This gives him a chance to win $10,000 every month that we add. So we customize these ideas. He also gets 25 immediate entries for additional prizes besides the gameplays, rather than 5 with the silver. And then we could add in numerous other soft benefits that we can discuss that do nothing more than increase visitation, frequency, and spending. So the gold member is way better than a silver member. And then we add what's called a platinum membership. Now, the way you become a platinum member is to give your business $250. Walks up, writes a check, hands you a credit card. You can even give a better incentive if they don't use a credit card. All kinds of things we can do. This is just the basics, but it's $250. He gets to use this money just like cash. Remember, it's just like a gift card, but it's for the customer, not to give away. So he hands you $250. He can split this up in all kinds of ways. He gets $60 of immediate rewards, right? Compare that to a free cup of coffee from Starbucks, and they control $3 billion a month. Okay, so $60 in rewards. He gets 20% prepaid bonus for life, any amount in the future that's 10% more than silver, 5% more than gold. He gets double the amount of entries for prizes that we provide. He gets double the amount of game plays for the $10,000 and other prizes. And with drawings every single day, these guys are going to win. And when they see their friends win, they're going to come in and say, hey, listen, let me forget that gold and silver. I want to go to platinum. Yeah, we get special surprise and delight, all automated with the technologies that I'll show you. Double the gold benefits for money spent. I mean, we get social rewards. We can just load up on things that don't cost your business anything, and now you're taking $250 in. We can easily get this from 1,000 people in your neighborhood with the email strategy. That's a quick $250,000. And you never have to advertise to these people. As a matter of fact, let me go over this real quick, and then we're going to close this session off, and I'm going to show you the technologies we use to do this, which is why we can guarantee you get so much money. So why should any business use rewards? And you know what? Be liberal with them. Don't be tight with them. Here's why. Because you never have to discount again. The discount, theoretically, your business is not the typical discount that you've been using all along. In fact, we can raise prices with these key value strategies. You can raise prices right now for everybody who doesn't become a silver, gold, or platinum member. So when they walk up to your desk, whether it be bowling, whether it be food, whether it be amusement park, it doesn't matter what it is. When anybody comes up to pay you, you simply ask them, oh, are you a platinum member of our business? No, I'm not. I didn't even know you had a platinum member. Okay, sir. Well, you can become a platinum member or gold or silver member, but all the prices that you see behind you, those are for members. You pay $1 more, $5, whatever you want to charge. The first thing they're going to ask is, well, wait a minute, how do you become a platinum member? How do you become a gold member? Oh, it's really easy. It doesn't really cost anything. You just give me $50 and I put it on this card. You can use it as cash. You can use it cash right now. So give me $50, let me hand you this, and now you get the prices in back of me. If you don't do that, then you pay X amount more for everything. No problem. I'm going to tell you, I did this for a pro shop in bowling. I put a bowling ball that was normally $199, and we put next to it a clearance sale. The same bowling ball was $299. Now, today in the United States, the word sale means discount or lower price. We changed that to value. What I did was I did some marketing for the bowling center, and when you bought the ball that was same ball that was on clearance sale, that was $100 more than the ball not on clearance sale, then you got 100 free games of bowling with a limit of 5 a day, which meant you had to come in 20 days during the year to use it, and you should have seen the increase in the food and the bar and the lounge and all the other things the bowling center did. And I did marketing for them, so it didn't cost the pro shop anything. We had 70% of the people chose to buy the ball for $299 instead of $199. And it didn't cost the pro shop any extra money to sell the ball for $100 more because you got 100 games of bowling that were normally $3 a game. So it made the ball look free. So at no cost to the pro shop, we went ahead and he earned $100 more, and more people bought the ball. And then he got sponsorship from Brunswick, I believe it was. It could have been Ebonite. I forget who exactly the brand was. But obviously, if you only do this with one particular brand, they'll end up giving you special equipment because you're selling more of their brand. So this is why you use rewards. We'll set something up for you specially, but you can always bring in prepaid cash anytime you need money. You need a couple $100,000. I push a button and $200,000 comes into your database, because we'll build you a database from scratch that's way better than the one you're building now, because we're going to know how much money they make, what their credit score is, what their likes and dislikes are. Do they have kids? How old they are? And we're going to constantly be running that and then appealing to everybody else who's just like them for them to come in. I'll illustrate that after we're done with the foundation. When people have money out of their pocket, they spend it 2 or 3 times faster. That's why Las Vegas uses chips. If you walk into any casino, you'll notice half the employees do nothing but take chips out of your hand or cash out of your hand and replace them with chips. Why? Because when you have a monetary replacement, whether it be chips or a gift card or a prepaid balance or an account, you go through the money 3 times faster at full price because the discount is with the preload. So you never really have to discount like you did before. You never have to worry about promotions. You never have to worry about anything. It's all automated. They come back to the business more often because you control their money. The advertising and marketing is limited because you already have their money. If they don't show up, you make more money than if they do. Most small business owners want people to come back more often. Can you imagine if you made more money by nobody ever coming back because you just kept the money? Now, that's kind of a silly illustration, but when you have customers' money, you don't have to advertise or market to them to return. They remember automatically because the money is already with your business. So all of these things are eliminated, right? You never have to lower prices. You get money in advance. They spend it quicker. They come back more frequently. You never have to advertise or market to them. The membership benefits are not based on spending but on deposits. 87% of customers have said this, yet very few businesses do it. You get tax advantages. So, for example, when they spend their rewards, you get to write that off. When you discount something, like from $8 or from $4 to $2, you can't write off the fact that you used to charge $4, but you can with rewards. So not only do they come back, all of these things above happen, you get to write it off when they use it. Now, well, you have to check with your accountant because tax laws are changing, maybe with the Trump kind of a passage, but that's normally what will happen as an advertising expense. Now, you also get unlimited expansion. Okay, I'll move that up here. Ideas on how to use monopoly money to collect real money. And these are all the advantages of a prepaid strategy. Stay tuned for part 2.